Hello, Grace Church. My name is George Acevedo, and I serve as the lead pastor of Grace Church. I'm joined here today by Pastor Wes Olds, who leads the Cape Coral campus, as well as Pastor Arlene Jackson, who leads our Choose Recovery ministry. Now today, we have some important and exciting news to share with you about the Cape Coral campus of Grace Church. But let me remind you of this first. For more than 20 weeks, we have been reminding you that as the pastors and staff and leaders of Grace Church, we have sought to manage the tension between protecting health and promoting community. Now, with this in mind, we want to give 3 announcements. First, we want to inform you that starting August 23rd, we will be offering new worship times on the weekend. Now, before I share these new times, let me share with you a few things. These changes actually come from work and recommendations that were done pre-pandemic by a short-term task team made up of staff and a diverse group of church leaders that worked for several months to help us find the best times to offer worship opportunities to reach the most people. Now, it has been over 20 years since we've made an adjustment to worship times, and our community has changed quite a bit along with the weekly worship attendance trends of American Christians. So to meet these new realities, as well as to be good stewards of our resources of staff and volunteers, these are the new times for our worship services. On Sunday mornings at 8 a.m., we will offer a traditional worship service. Following that, we will offer 2 contemporary services at 9:30 a.m. and 11 a.m. Yes, this means that we will no longer have a Saturday evening service, and our times will move up on Sundays by 30 minutes each. Now, we believe that this will help us to better engage our community and maximize our resources. Again, this change will take place on Sunday, August 23rd. Please join us online only that weekend at these new times. But wait, that's not all we have to share with you. Pastor Wes has some more exciting news.
Thank you, Pastor George. Over the last few weeks, your leaders at this campus of Grace Church have engaged in many hours of prayer, research, planning, and yes, debate about when and how we can re-engage with in-person worship. And today, I am so excited to share with you that we will begin to offer in-person worship opportunities starting on Sunday, August 30th. As Pastor George just announced, these new times will be at 8 a.m. for traditional service and at 9:30 and 11 a.m. for contemporary services. Now, our goal in offering these in-person opportunities is to provide the safest experience as possible so that we can protect health and provide in-person community. Now, we would ask that you prayerfully think about when is the right time for you and your loved ones to return to in-person worship at Grace Church. We will continue to offer worship and ministries online for those who are not ready or not able to engage in in-person ministry. Our digital ministry community has grown tremendously over the last 5 months, and we know that many people plan to continue their discipleship using our online opportunities. You are a part of our family now, and we want to continue to welcome you. Now, this also provides an opportunity to not attend in person if you are sick or you have been sick, or if you may have been exposed to COVID-19. If that's the case, please join us online. Additionally, if you have a health condition that makes you more vulnerable, we would encourage you to participate from home as well during these days. For those who choose to attend in person, we ask that you do the following. First, please pre-register on our website, egracechurch.com, to attend one of 3 services. This will help make sure that we comply with social distancing requirements and have a seat ready for you and your loved ones. Second, please allow our team members to take your temperature as you enter the building that day. Third, please follow social distancing requirements and sit only with those persons from your household. And lastly, we are requiring every person to wear a mask during worship. Our best understanding is that this precaution helps prevent the spread of COVID, and it also is a simple way that we can follow Jesus' command to love our neighbor. Our children's ministry will begin a phased reopening in the weeks that follow. But for the first few weeks, children are invited to worship along with their families, and our children's ministry team will provide an activity bag for each child. Our cafe will serve as a wiggle room for families with children to go and watch the service if you would prefer to watch it in that space. Now, we are looking forward to seeing everyone August 30th, either in person or online. And now, Pastor Arlene has even more news about our Choose Recovery Ministries.
Hey all, it's so good to be talking about next steps for in-person worship at Grace Church, and that includes recovery opportunities. This week, the recovery leadership team at Grace will be meeting to discover when Choose Recovery will resume in person. So stay tuned for that upcoming date. We're going to be kicking around some new ways to utilize online platforms as well. It's going to be so great to be planning to recover with one another in person, so we promise that you'll be the next to know when that in-person date will be. And be praying for our leadership meeting. More is to come on that soon. You know, there's one thing that's been a constant here at Grace Church over the years, and that's God has a vision for Grace Church, and it's to partner with God in transforming people from unbelievers to fully devoted disciples of Jesus, giving God all the glory for it. We're going to continue to do that, and we're excited to do it with you.